It is 8:40. The charges against a security company owner accused of spying on his clients startled many of you. How would you know if the person who installed security cameras in your home or business is watching you? Before we get to that, a quick update on the backstory here. Last week I got a tip from a woman wanting us to investigate this man, Adam Anderson. He owns Anderson Video Security and Alarm LLC in Martinsville. Right now, Anderson faces multiple counts of possession of child pornography, but court documents show more charges are coming. That's because police are looking through evidence that he also was watching his clients without their knowledge after installing their cameras. Again, he hasn't been charged with those crimes, but I'm going to tell you about a victim who has come forward to me. He also had city contracts with Martinsville and had more than 26 cameras in city parks and city hall. Those have been taken down, by the way. Doug Coons is a former FBI agent and founder of Veracity, and he's here to answer some questions. Doug, so good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
What is your reaction, first of all, to just hearing this story overall? This is something, I mean, you do a lot of different things, but what was your reaction overall?
It's pretty disturbing. It kind of reminds me of working a public corruption case where you have someone that's abusing their position of trust to perpetrate some sort of crime and take advantage of someone and make them their victim when they're supposed to be helping them.
Yeah, I talked to one of the women in this case, and she said that she was a victim and the detectives have already reached out to her. So she says it's confirmed. She said, he was supposed to make me secure. Now I don't feel that at all. Never will another company monitor my security. When you say that, when you hear that, excuse me, people are wanting to know she was. What do I do now? Is there any way that she could have known or stopped somebody from having a camera in her home like that and watching her?
It would be very difficult, but there are some things that you can do to minimize that risk and to keep yourself safe.
What are some of those things?
So ask a lot of questions during the sales and installation process. Do research on the company. Do your due diligence. Look for online reviews, look at the Better Business Bureau, ask for references. Those are all things you can do. Now that said, I did some research into this company myself and I didn't see any red flags. Yeah. So just because you don't find anything doesn't mean there's not a risk. I would also want to be present during the installation process, ask a lot of questions during that as well. Why are we putting this camera here? How is it accessed? How secure is it? Who at your company has access to it?
I think those right there are the really important ones.
Right.
Where are you, if you're thinking about putting a camera inside the house, know maybe in your head that there is the chance that at any time somebody could look at you.
Right, and I think it's less common that people have the security cameras inside the home, but especially if you're going to have them inside the home, understand how it works, who has access to it. When you change the password, are you now the only person that can access that? Because I would have to believe that somebody at the company, if you forgot your password, could change it, and therefore they would have access to that.
Okay, let's look down here. If we take down the banner real quickly, if we can, Director, thank you. Right here, you have your notebook out here.
Right.
This has been videotaping me the whole time.
It's not on, but
it could be.
Right, I brought it as an example of how small these are and how easy they are to hide. So here, this is the
look how tiny
this is the camera lens right here, and I can hide the electronic pieces just inside. They're that small. This is the battery. This is the unit itself, and this is the antenna that would transmit this. And I could watch it from my phone directly if I'm close enough, or if I can connect that to the Wi-Fi that's here. Anything that's in range of that Wi-Fi, I can watch that on my phone.
If somebody's not watching somebody putting cameras in their home, you could put something in a smoke detector. You could put it in an alarm clock. You could put it in
pretty much anything. Some of the common ones are those that you've said: alarm clocks, any clock. Smoke detectors, electrical outlets, artwork, plants, really you name it. They're so small.
Before we run out of time, I know that when somebody is a victim, they know that there is footage of them. And in some cases, they could know that there is naked pictures or there's video of them. They wonder what it looks like. You also say that it can be very hard to remove that, or it may be out there and replicated so many times. What do you tell people that say, I want that video down, I don't want it there, and I don't even know though or if it exists?
Right. So if you're under 18, there's a website. It's takeitdown.something. It's run by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and they'll do that for you. Now, if you're an adult, it's more problematic. You might have to hire an attorney to help you. Most of the sites have a process where you can request something that's taken down. But as we said, electronic media can be downloaded and re-uploaded infinite times, so it can pop back up later, shared. It's very difficult to completely remove something like that from the internet.
I'm out of time. Real quick, if somebody wants to get in touch with you, where do they do that?
Veracity IIR is our business, and we're in Carmel, 317-798-7878.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here and trying to help us through this. A lot of people reach out to me saying, please help me. What do we do now? Good to see you.
Thank you.
It's